Hey guys, welcome to Trade Confident. We're going to go over SOL today. We're going to be going over the metrics, the emotional index, the long versus short trades. Watch those, definitely watch those. Long versus short trade risk, whale and institutional smart money, something interesting happening there. Support and resistance prices, dollar cost average entries, as well as exit points. Calling the drop perfectly here. All right, guys, it is very rare that you're able to watch one of these videos where you guys get into a better position than what I call out. This is one of those very rare days, okay? If you have not set up your trade yet for SOL, you guys are in such a good position. So let me go over and manage this, and I'll explain to you guys why you can set up a trade today in the best setup. I'll literally get right into that on this video. Our first buy limit for this was when we started crashing down. We waited for the crash so we could got this on discount, okay? First buy limit was 179.81 cents. Our second buy limit was at 150.11. Our second buy limit, let me get this out of the way, has been hit down here. This, once the first buy limit gets hit, and in the second, you basically take your first entry plus your second entry, divide it by 2, and now you have what's called a break-even entry price. So instead of our traders at the, when it hit the second buy limit, instead of them being down 16.58%, you guys at the current moment need to actually move this down to the break even, and you're only down 3.76%. But remember, we have 4 buy limits for every single entry, which I'll show you guys in a second. So you have to divide that by 2. You're only down about 1.75%, literally like 1.8%. Super, super small. All right, here's what I want to teach you guys. If you want to get into SOL right now, I will give you guys this setup. What you need to do is come over here. This does require membership, guys. It's so cheap. We're not charging thousands of dollars a month for this. It's $49 a month. Come over here to the live trade section, and I put SOL on the front page. It's super popular with you guys right now, so it's why I'm covering it more. And I know a lot of people in this trade right now. You need to just click this. Click this, and it will open up a chart that looks exactly like this. 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, these metrics are going to update. So literally in 40 minutes. Doesn't matter if you check at that time. You can check later today. That's totally fine. What I want you guys to do, this is not financial advice, I have to put that out there, is you guys are going to see 4 yellow lines below the current price for SOL today. Whenever you guys check that, you're going to see that. Place 4 buy limits here. Here's how you do this. If you want to trade, for example, with $1,000, you'll put 250 here, 250, 250, 250. Obviously, this is Bitcoin, but you're going to see this exact same chart for SOL. That's where you guys need to put your buy limits. If you do that, this is one of the very rare times that you will actually get into a better position than what I'm showing on the charts. Once you do that, follow this YouTube channel, and I will be calling exits for you guys. Once we make profit on this, what's going to happen to everybody who gets into this trade today and you guys actually have your buy limit set up, if we start moving down further, you're going to get tagged in and you will make more money, promise you, than what I call for an exit here. Okay, so this is a very rare time where you guys are going to do very, very well if you just set up your trade. So again, come over here. Get your membership, go to live trades, scroll down here, go to SOL, click it right there, set up your 4 buy limits. Once your first buy limit is hit, you want to set up your first sell limit, which is just simply the first yellow line above the current price. If you guys get lost, watch the video. It's below every single one of the live trading charts here. It's very simple to follow. Okay, let's go over this, guys. No, I'm not going to start there. Let's start with this. If you guys have the trend exhaustion, the price versus the well money flow, watch this. This is really interesting. I'm also going to talk about the trend dashboard today. The trend dashboard right now shows me all of what the retail traders use. Okay? They're not going to be derogatory by this, but there's a term called dumb money and smart money out there. All right? A lot of retail traders end up using the RSI, the stochastic, and the MACD. You guys know, if you follow this channel, that we are now 35 for 35 wins. We just took our 35th win this morning on XRP by moving our stop loss to break even, and we've already exited 50% in the profit. One position was for 13%, and the other position was, I believe, for 6% we did this morning. So everyone's doing fantastic. You guys also are up about 45%. Let me get this correct. I don't ever like quoting this wrong. 45% up on DOT right now for the rest of your 50% portion, okay? What I'm trying to teach you guys on this channel is that we don't use the standard indicators, RSI, stochastic, and MACD. This is what retail traders are using. We are actually using on-chain metrics to call these trades in here, which I'm going to be showing this to you guys for SOL, and we are trading with smart money and institutions. The way that I know this is I actually coded these metrics after working with hedge funds so we could get in and we could start trading with them. I really do believe that's why our traders on this channel and you guys with our membership are doing so well. Also, we're using really good risk management. Here's my point here. What I want you guys to watch for is the trend exhaustion here pushing up to the top section. We have seen this happen so many times where this is the most, it is the most deadly accurate indicator we have on the market at our disposal right now. I promise you guys. As someone who has literally coded indicators for TradingView.com for their customers, I have helped thousands of traders. I literally had the CFO, the COO reach out to me. They wanted to purchase indicators from me. Guys, I know a lot about TradingView indicators. These two are some of the absolute best for cryptocurrency, stocks and Forex. Okay, you can use them on all those, every time frame. This calls the tops and the bottoms very well. We saw this literally call the top of this move before we started seeing this bear market cycle down, okay? Where was the bottom before we started moving up? Well, it was exactly where this indicator predicted. Like, imagine having an indicator that's like, hey, we're at the bottom. You should probably look to, buy. Well, that's exactly what we did. Our buy limit got picked up here at the bottom and we rode this back up. Now, let's pay attention to what it's currently saying, because this is going to move into the analysis today of where SOL is going. This is getting closer to the top section up here. If this does, I would expect to see this a little bit of move down, but something interesting is happening here. This is moving up while the price structure is actually moving down. And we actually see that money flow is moving up here a little bit while price structure is still making lower highs and lower lows. This is actually a sign of a possible fake out to the downside to then pump back up. Okay, that is historically what it shows us. Watch this. Let's go over the metrics here. The emotional index, these are all going to update at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is in like 27 minutes. Actually, it's 7:23 right now. Emotional index. This is showing us we're in the neutral section right now. This totally makes sense because a lot of the market is actually just in this lower time frames. You guys can see this, but it's kind of like in this little bit of a channel. What's another coin doing this? XRP is doing this a lot right now. It's just sitting in this channel right now. So once you have big moves down, guys, you usually see consolidation for a little while before it creates what I call equilibrium, and then we start moving up and back down. That's the trade call, by the way. If you guys haven't exited on XRP, it's 25% exit. This is the 35th winning trade. Okay, for SOL here, I am expecting to maybe see a little bit of a fake out and a move back up, but I want you guys to follow this. Let's move down here. Something is happening on here that I want to point your guys' attention out to. And I'm going to make this a little bit larger in here so we can see this. If you guys look at this, price structure is moving down on SOL and long trades are increasing, but short trades are decreasing. This is from a money flow on-chain perspective. On-chain is a fancy word for just saying transactions that happen on the blockchain. This is a bullish sentiment for SOL. Long trades moving into the market while price structure is moving down, as well as short trades moving out. That is bullish. Now, if short trades were to continue to rise here, that is actually a sign that it's putting bearish pressure on the market. So even this metric here is giving us a little bit more of bullish signs than it is bearish, okay? Let's keep moving down here, give you guys more of an update. Long for short trade risk. This metric is showing us that we are now pushing into the good long trade section. What happened last time we were down here? Last time we saw this, what basically ended up calling the bottom before we saw a huge move back up. Last time we got down here to the bottom section, it was calling the bottom, we saw the move up. We saw this over here showing us that, hey, you know what, it might start moving back up a little bit more. This got down into the great short trade section, great long trade section right down here when it peaked into it's the darker green. This is where we ended up seeing a move up here. This got down to the great long trade section. That's where we saw a move up there. Okay, very accurate metrics we're working with here. They are going to be accurate and on point 75 to 80% of the time. 20 to 25% of the time, all of your guys' metrics, all of your indicators are going to fail. Why do I know that? Because we'd all take out loans and become billionaires because we just follow one metric and we'd all make the same amount of money, which would actually be impossible because everyone would sell and purchase at the same time, and you basically have a frenzy of who could exit the fastest. And plus, you wouldn't actually be able, I'm sorry, I actually want to point this out because I have people asking this. Like, Travis, what if a lot of people start using our metrics and everyone starts trading with them? By the way, guys, we would need like millions of people to trade there. So that's never going to happen. But if you get the whole market to buy at one spot and then sell at another spot, first of all, this isn't even possible. You have to have selling pressure in the market in order to place buy trades. So it actually isn't possible for everyone to follow one metric if something becomes very popular, if it has a tipping point where a lot of people join. Does that make sense? If the majority of people join a strategy and they buy, you're going to have people selling because it's called an exchange for a reason. You have to swap coins, okay? Well, and institutional smart money. This has been showing us that short trades have been the main thing that smart money and whales are looking for. Obviously, that's what they were accumulating all the way up here, and they were calling, and I was on this video actually trying to call this drop with you guys. And we did, and we got into this as it dropped back down. What's happening right now is very interesting, where we're actually seeing accumulation of long trades from whales and institutions in here. We are now getting a metric bar. I do believe today when you guys watch this metric and over the week, if we can keep heading down here, I believe this is going to keep pushing bars to the upside where long trades are going to be looked to be acquired by smart money institutions. Well, guess what? That is exactly what we are doing on this channel. We are trading with wells and institutions. I know that because I'm working with some of you guys, okay? I do believe this could be a little bit of a fake out to the downside, and then we start seeing it pump back up. Again, make sure you guys have that buy limit set up, and make sure you let it get hit, and then you guys can ride it back up there with us, okay? It's a very good setup. I showed you guys in the beginning of this video. Support and resistance prices. Where is this bad boy going to go if we drop out? If we drop out, I'm looking at this level down here, which is about 130, which correlates to the structure low of the wick value, okay? So let's take a look at this. Come back over here. If we come back over, I'm sorry guys, let me go here. We look at wick value right around that 130 mark. It's right here on the chart. So this structure as well as this structure right here is where I'm expecting to see a move down if we break the second buy limit and we break this structure right here. Let me get this out of the way so we can see this a little bit clearer. If we break this structure, this is where I expect it to be magnetized to. Now, like other altcoins, as SOL goes down, I believe we're going to see a springboard action take place. We're going to get a lot of buyers into the market. Our buyers, who literally I work with, people who have hundreds of thousands of dollars trading with this, we're going to flood the market with some money in here. We're not touching the market cap, okay? We're still a very small channel. But as we grow, guys, you have literally about probably close to $500,000 to $600,000 entering in with all these buy limits with you right now in SOL. Ethereum and ADA, I have a lot more people trading that with me. We probably have over $1 million easy of people entering all of these trades with us. It actually is going to help us a little bit when we all enter in together because we're going to be pumping the market. We're not manipulating the market by any means. We're not even big enough, okay? But I want you guys to be watching that break because that's where we could be heading. I do believe by the end of the week, we could be pushing down to about 130. So I want to make that very clear. Let's keep going to the metrics here, and I'm gonna wrap this up for us. If we start pumping back up, where are we going to go? I do believe the first place where we could get a pit stop, basically, is at this structure here and this structure there. It's at 215, which simply correlates to structure high. This is absolutely, I'm making this official call right now, guys. If we get anywhere up to this structure here, okay, let me give you these exact targets. You guys can follow along with this trade. If we get anywhere close to 200, 197, or if we get up here to, let's say 217, I'm absolutely going to be taking a minimum of 25% out at this structure up here before we hit the psychological level of $200. I may even exit 50%, so make sure you guys are watching this channel, okay? If this heads back up, all-time highs might be tested and we could crash back down. It has happened before with other coins where we see some fake outs there. So make sure you guys are watching that and following this channel for it. If you guys have dollar cost average entries, you guys are doing fantastic. I know I did not have this chart out when these printed, but make sure you're watching this in the future. A lot of these charts that I've had out for XRP, I've had it out for ADA and Ethereum, you guys are doing really well. So I want to put that out. Okay, take a look at this. This exit point literally called the top up here perfectly. When this comes out, this is giving you a heads up to say, hey, if you're in a long trade right now, be cautious. We could start moving back down in the market. So that is what that is placed there for. This did end up calling the drop up here up in this top section by giving us the red bars. All right. So if you guys, I'm going to wrap this video up right now. Literally, this is one of the craziest times to get in right now because people who are in this long trade, you guys are literally down right now it's literally 3%, 1.5%. This is nothing. Okay. This is exciting. I actually hope this goes down a little bit further so we can get more buy limits triggered in so we can get more money into this market to ride it back up. But if you want to follow us, go over, get your subscription, $49 a month, click on live trades, scroll down to SOL, click right here and get your next 4 buy limits set up. Again, set those up because if those get triggered, which is very close to our second buy limit in here, you will make more money than whatever I call on this channel, okay? That's going to be exciting. When we make money, you are guaranteed to make money. Get the price versus the well money flow and the trend exhaustion as well. That is in the description as well as at the indicators tab up here under price versus well money flow, trend exhaustion. This is what's called the bundle pack. I'll make this very quick. I am going to be looking to raise the prices of these indicators in the next 2 months, okay? The bundle package, I'm going to try to keep the same. This will be basically appreciating in value as all the individual indicators come up because this is at rock bottom prices for you guys who want to get all of our stuff, okay? I'm not turning this into a sales video, but literally you guys need these because I'm going to be calling exits out over the weekend and you need to be watching them. That is how we've been able to be so successful. It's so simple. It's a 4-hour chart. There's nothing to be anxious about. Simply just follow the calls I'm making and you guys will do, well, we're 35 for 35 wins, okay? God bless you guys so much. That's the full video I've got for you guys. Make sure you're staying tuned here. I do believe SOL could see a little bit of a pushback down, but I'm thinking that that pushback down could actually springboard us back up here, and we could actually get into profit pretty fast, if not actually get into profit today on SOL. So that's a full update. Get your long trade set up right now. One of the best trades you can do is get that long trade set up. Follow me on this chart, get your indicator set up, and I'll keep you guys covered on this. God bless you guys again so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.